Hello, how are you? This is JilliBling. Today's project is Sophisticated Sled Bundle. What do you think? I would love to receive this as a Christmas card, any reason, in the mail. And when looking for ideas and trying to come up with ideas for this project, this bundle, I found, and I have so many ideas in my head. I think I'm going to do 3 or 4 different ones just because I like it so much. So you ready to get started with this one? Sophisticated Sled Bundle. Great greetings, wonderful images, dies to cut out pretty much everything, plus a little bit more. The dies are interesting. The dies, these 3 that I have here, cut out these images. There's one for the wreath too. But then on top of that, the ones we're going to use today, they cut out the skates, no stampin', just die cutting, and the sled, and this greenery bough. Okay. So we'll be using silver foil paper and Country Woods designer paper, and it's got all the different wood grains. Wonderful, wonderful paper. It's good for like serious and elegant cards, but then also great for playful cards too, because some of them, the designs are kind of bright and like these here would work for playful or elegant, but some of the designs, like look at that. That's either Pool Party or Coastal Cabana. But some of them are kind of like multicolored. Any kind of wood grain you can imagine. Any color. It's all in here. And that's fun. Look at this one with different prints on it, or different colors. So, good paper. If you haven't got it, this is a good one to get. I keep using it over and over, and I would say, oh, that's my favorite design, but I like just about all of them. If I don't care for one, I really like the other side. Okay, so my favorite gems. These are called iridescent faceted gems. They come in 2 sizes, large and a little bit smaller, and they're very sparkly. Perfect for snowy anything. So I have a little bit of this done already, but we'll still go through the steps. We'll go through the steps verbally, but you don't have to wait while I do them. So this is white, thick cardstock. And this is for the inside layer, the boho blue, just because it matches the sled paper for right in here. It's like, where are the other pieces? I have them done. Excuse me. So this is for the inside, and I colored 1 skate and half of the wreath, and we'll do the rest of it today. But that's all that's on the inside of it, so we'll do that in a minute. That goes in there. We'll use glue dots and silver and white ribbon, sheer ribbon. I love that stuff. So here we have the skates, and some of them I have already done. One of them, it's not already done. 1, 2, look how cute these are. I mean, you could do them in all kinds of colors. Another, so 3 out of the 4. Are you thinking, wait a minute, did you put 4 skates on there? I did. So I have the 2 that are hanging by the laces, and then these 2 that are just sitting down, kind of leaning up against the sled. And I know it's white on white, but somehow I like that. It's kind of elegant. So you're going out skating with a friend, and maybe a little bit of sledding. That would be fun. So here's the one we're going to make. I might as well make that now. Then we can put the sled together. This paper that has the texture on it, the paper is just a little bit smaller than the card front. All of the paper cut sizes are in the video description. But when placing this, I have another note on it. When I'm placing this inside the embossing folder, I should take those off. That was for a previous project. Did you know, all these little tips, that if you write with a Sharpie on something, you're probably thinking, oh, you kind of ruined it. But you can take, ooh, not in the garbage. You could take hand sanitizer. And any cloth or paper towel, whatever you have. And this also works for getting rid of adhesive on your blocks, to clean up your blocks. But if you just rub it, it'll make it go away, which can be very, very convenient. People say, how do you keep your blocks so clean? And I say, oh, I sanitize them. And if you look at my face, you're like, really? No. Well, yes, but I do, just to make sure that there's no residue or ink, and it does make it perfectly clean. So it's more about being a kind of keep it clean person rather than sanitizing. But hey, sanitizing is good too. Okay, back on task. I hope I see a little something in there. It's gone. But when you're doing your blocks, like if this didn't have a stamp on it, that's all it takes. Try not to hit your stamp with it because it might dry it out. The alcohol might dry it out. Okay, so back to where we were. So when texturing this paper right here for the front of the card, I tried to get it right in the middle. I wanted this to be kind of like a bullseye for the sled. And if ever you don't get it right in the middle, like I did on this one, you could put it through again and it will texture it. So if you're really looking, you could see a shadow of the prior embossing pass. But for instance, on this one, I didn't get it right in the center, and I put the paper back in, and if you really look, you can see a little bit of the residual first pass of the embossing folder. But I kind of like that. It just gives it a little bit extra texture, just a little bit. But it's just good to know that if you mess up with embossing, just do it again. Give it a try. Okay, so that's this. Let's build the skate. So the skate, I have 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. I have the skate itself, the laces. When I saw this die at first, I'm like, what is that? The skate blade, I get that. The laces, I thought, is that a turtle? That's this right here. So if you look at it close, there's one bunch and a second bunch of them. And this little solid white piece right back here that tucks into this little slit. Someone was thinking. So let's start with the blade. So I'll just put, oop, I haven't stamped all day long. I was working on this last night. I have the other at least 3 projects half started, laying around here. I have 1 pile to my left, 1 pile to the taller counter to my right, and then I have this one right in the middle of everything. And I was just waiting for a minute when Tony isn't in the house. He's doing a bus run. It's Friday. These kids have half a day every Friday. I didn't get that. I mean, Friday was like a whole day of school every Friday, and they have a charter academy. They have the homeschoolers and then the regular traditional school, all at the one school. And many of them have nothing on Friday. I would think after COVID, they should be like, you have to go to school on Saturday. Okay, so this little piece, that white goes into this slit. Let me make sure you can see that. See the slit? And the slit is just part of the die. Okay, so the first time I put these together, it's like, oh, it's kind of not laying down, but I like that. So right here, it's a little bit at an angle, and under here, let me see if I put it at the right angle. There's a bit of a gap where if I put glue under there, I could really smush it, but I like it like that. So I'm going to take the glue, kind of purposely get it under there, and let it remain a bit popped up. I'm going to do it somewhat thin, so we're not waiting forever for it to dry. And I'll see if I could get the angle on this so you can see what I'm talking about. No glue on the front, just on the back. You could kind of see the shadow on it. So that's going to dry. I could sit here on the ribbon, dry. So some of these, as it's sitting here, you could see that that little back part is popped up with the glue. And there's a big old wad of dried glue right there. But to me that makes it look a little bit more 3D. Okay, so let's build the fence. Let's build the sled. So the sled comes with trying to find something. There we go. These little dots, which I think are as if they're like bolts that go down into the metallic part, the metal of the sled. And there's one up here, and then there's 3 over here. Not that I'm going to do anything with them, but make sure to pop them out. And then this is the steering thing. So when you sled, do you lay on your tummy and use your hands for the steering wheel, or do you sit on it and steer it with your feet? I've done it all. And do you ever pile on, like 3 of us, let's get on the sled? I grew up in Illinois, so I know about some sledding. There weren't many hills, but the ones that there are, where there are hills, oh yeah. They get lots of use during the winter months. So I'll start out with this piece. This is the top steering bit. And I put glue just across there. For now, I'm just going to set this in here, in the middle. So in the middle is the center peak part I have in the center of the frame. I had to look it up. It's like, well, I know that thing goes in the front, but how far in the front? Does it go below here for easy steering? So I had to look at all kinds of pictures. And another way is, look on here. So now I know where that goes. And another thing is I was trying to flip this upside down. It's like, does it go that way? No, it's kind of curved toward you. And then this part here, it looks like this part is rounded and that part is flat. And this part where these little screw hole things are, go in this bar. And then those go in that bar. I never knew I would inspect a sled so much. So let's put glue now on here. And then on each of these sides. Ooh, the glue is flowing today. Ooh, maybe not down that far. We'll see. I might have to wipe that off. Okay, so get this put together, let it dry. It's just so cute. Yeah, I got too much glue right down there. Too much glue. Okay, so that's looking good. It's pretty centered. Maybe you could go down a little bit because these bolts, they're not right over that bar. Might have dried already. Okay, this one's going to stay like that. This one is for fun-sized kids. Okay, let's see what else. This can go on and it will just get attached here at the top. So I'm going to put glue across the whole top of the espresso piece. So tonight, Tony and I have reservations. We got in on a spectacular event at Pazzo in Cresswell. That's our new favorite restaurant. We tried it maybe a month ago or so. I think I told you the story of trying to get over there. Anyhow, it's our new favorite place. And they have a special, cost a little bit too much, but it's by reservation only. You have to pay half in advance. And it's going to be a closed event. And we go there at 5. At 5:30, the first course comes, and it's a whole bunch of small courses. What this is, Baker Twine Essential Pack. Maybe I'll do another knot. I thought I had that out. Maybe I put it away. It's the pack that has the 5 spools of baker's twine in it. I don't know where I put it. Maybe I was trying to clean up. I had so much stuff laying around. Okay, so for now, that's just a knot that's going to hold the skates. And when I was trying to put these skates, the hanging ones on, it was not pretty. It was kind of a mess. So hopefully I could do it better. I'll use that for something. Maybe I could do a regular bow. No, for this a double bow is better. So that's going to be fun tonight. Be there at 5, start at 5:30. Tony gets home at 4:15. Just enough time for him to shower, get on the road, and get over there. They said what each of the courses were going to be, but I don't remember. But everything I've ever tried from them, just love it. Kind of all over the place on this one. Just lots of little chores to do. Lots of the pieces are already done. It should be easy. Okay, there's a double bow. I know that's going to go on a glue dot. Glue dot. Glue dot. Okay, that can wait till it's time. Okay, so how about the sled? Oh, I've got all kinds of stuff going here. We're done with the ribbon. I think I need to put the card base together. Put this textured paper on top of the card front. I do a little coloring. I kind of want to do one project that is just coloring, but I keep being drawn back to the skates and the sled because they're just so darn cute. So this goes right here. It's just a little bit smaller. Okay, that looks good. But I'm going to put some weight on it, the magnet sheet, just so that it dries flat. Like 3 minutes worth, 5 minutes. There, wait. Okay, let's see. Well, I could put some of the skates together. This one I think is the fresh one. These others are dry. Okay, so to put the skates together, I'll do this on the boho. All of my skates had this little loop in the back, And that's how I would hang them. I've seen a lot of people online hanging them by these bows. Well, how'd they do it on the stamp set? Oh, they had long laces. Well, I'm gonna stick with having them hang by my pretend loops that are back there. So for now, I'll put a dimensional underneath here. Right on there. And then pretend like they're attached at their little loops. Okay, this time I'm trying to make it easier because I was kind of a mess doing the sample one. It turned out fine and everything, but I was struggling with it. Excuse me. So I want laces or ties to go there and right here. I'm just putting it right here on the corner of each of the boot backs. What if I put some glue on the sled where I think these are going to go? That would probably be a good start. They're going to go right about here. So I'm going to put glue from here down just to hold those, the baker's twine, the white baker's twine. There, I'm hoping it's kind of thin enough. So I'm trying to do it smarter. Don't you always want to work smarter, not harder? Okay, that one's staying. Okay, that looks good. I kind of don't want that loop in it because the skates are heavy. Oh, where's my little clip thing? From my flowers from eons ago. Probably never look at that little clip thingy again the same. Whoop. I love it. I use it when I bring treats or snacks into my room. Not that that happens that much, and you have a bag or something to close. Use this thing. Okay, now that is going to dry right in place. Okay, where were we? Oh, this is ready to roll. So this is going to go in here. And I think I'll put glue on this skate right here. And then this one is held up with a dimensional. So glue goes everywhere. See, I don't know if I'm doing it any better this time than the first time. I think it's a little bit better this time. Okay, there it is. Now that has to dry. How about if we color the inside? I can handle that. I can handle all these other pieces. I'm just not well versed in it. So I did this skate. Let's do that other skate. So I'm going to do it with Smoky Slate Light and Color Lifter, just so it looks like a white skate with shadows. Smoky Slate Light. And I'm going to put just a little bit through here. And then the tip of it. And a little bit of the back of it. And then I'll do the whole blade, pretending like that shiny silver. Then I'll get Smoky Slate Dark. Where there's shadows on the blade. Ooh. I'm going to have to go back with the light. It needs to be blended a little bit better. Okay, and then I'm going to do color lifter to soften up some of these little smoky slate light edges and the shadows. Like right through here, that's a little bit bold. And through the front, just soften it up a bit. And then I'm going to pull out my handy pen because as you can see on the heel of the skate, it didn't stamp the best. And I tried, and I tried. Then finally I thought, I'm just going to pull out my pen. This is my new friend, Pigma Micron 02. And anywhere it didn't fill in, like the skate heel, I'm going to fill it in. Just like I stamped it perfectly. Yeah. And a little bit here. Just anywhere I didn't get a good image. This down across the bottom. And then after I color the wreath, I might have to do it in a few areas there too. This I got on Amazon. Okay. So the wreath, excuse me, the cherry cobbler is going to be used for the berries. Just for the shadows. Shadows. Beau is over there laying in the sun. He chases his son on the floor around the house. And I could tell he just got up, plopped, and then he did one of those. He's all comfy. Okay, cherry. And then on one of the next projects, I did the leaves in a lot of different colors. And, well, this one they're in a few different colors too, but they're all kind of like the green family. And I'm going to use Shaded Spruce, for these big wide leaves, just in different color greens. There, and here's more wide leaves. Okay. Shaded Spruce Light. I know it's a lot of colors for just a wreath and a pair of white skates. I know. And then I'll use soft sea foam for kind of the rounded leaves. I think those look like eucalyptus, silver dollar eucalyptus. At our previous house, we had silver dollar eucalyptus, and I wanted that so much just because everyone was making dried flower wreaths out of silver dollar eucalyptus. So I just had to have one. That thing took off. Or maybe we had like 3 of them in the corner. It's huge. We don't live there anymore, but someone's got a nice tree. So Lost Lagoon Dark is going to be for these kind of narrow leaves. The center will have the dark, the bottom. Then Lost Lagoon Light to finish it up. I think Lost Lagoon is a good color for the Silver Dollar eucalyptus, the round leaves. But today they're seafoam. They want to be seafoam. Yeah. Okay, and eucalyptus seafoam. I think the inside is almost done. And the inside, the wreath, it doesn't need too much of the black pen kind of clean up. Maybe a little bit. Where is that thing? Here it is. So, and if you let yourself, you'll go crazy. Oop, and you'll retrace every little bit, which probably isn't a good idea. I can never retrace as nicely as the stamp would stamp it. But it sure helps when there's an area that's really missing. I'm just going to leave it, sure, say that, and then I change my mind. Okay, don't look anymore. Okay, so that's done. These are done. Yay! Okay, so this could be attached. Yeah, that one didn't, the heel, again, didn't stamp very good. Not in there. It's hiding underneath this pile. See? Looks pretty flat. My phone was talking back to me. I said, let's see, and she thought I said her name. Huh. Okay. Oh, I have to cut this down. Oh, I made a mess out of it. Oh. Okay, what I'm going to show you is, I'll fix this by the time I take pictures. Okay, so this is going to be stuck in there. I'll clean that up in just a minute. Let's finish the front though. Here, this is what it'll look like. Perfectly like that. Yeah. Okay, let's see how this is going. So this gets attached with dimensionals. I can do that. Mini, big ones. Maybe. Kind of a tight fit. Mini ones. Lots of mini ones. The skate. Those other two skates, they just get set down off to the side. Okay, so that goes right in the middle. Maybe down a little bit to hold a spot for the bow. Where's that bow? It has a glue dot on it. Oh, that's cute. Okay. These get trimmed. Isn't it just the cutest thing? And then these are side by side. So dimensional on the heel, and it's like they're just sitting on the ground side by side. So just a little bit staggered, just like that. So I think I'll put a dimensional under the toe and then on the back of the boot here. Now put the one under the toe after I get it all attached, but for now I'm going to put glue all over this lower skate. It's going to be a little bit challenging to get it to stick to the texture from the embossing folder, but that's why I was heavy with the glue. One more, and then the bling. Okay, isn't that cute? Okay, so iridescent faceted gems. I'll put on one big one, maybe here, and a little one over here, and then another big one right up there. Okay, so that is it for today's project. What do you think? Don't you just love the sled bundle? And the inside looks just like that. I'll fix it up. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. And until next sophisticated sled adventure, have a good one.